Hey friend, in this video, I was so peppy just now. In this video, we are going to be writing, hand lettering, fun place cards. We're kind of coming up on the holiday season, Thanksgiving if you celebrate in America, and Christmas. This could just be used for any dinner party too. But I have been into hand lettering since I could learn to walk. For a long time, I have been lettering, and pointed pen calligraphy was kind of how I started my business. So, you know, writing pretty things was something that I was just always doing as a kid, and then I turned it into a business, and here we are today. So I'm going to teach you a few different styles of hand lettering that are really cute. Just elevate your tablescape this holiday season, why don't you? Come on.
Elevate it.
Yeah, so I have these simple manila tags, which is a great, simple but elevated look. If you want something a little bit cleaner, you could also, get thicker like watercolor paper and fold it into folded place cards so it's more tinted. I might also replace this string and make it a little bit fancier and cuter with a thin hand-dyed ribbon. This is silk. There's some great ribbon companies out there in the world. One of my favorites is Tono & Co. It ain't cheap. You can hand dye your own and rip it into strips. Very fun project with the fam. Dye it in wine, dye it with fruit dyes, like natural food dye stuff. And yeah, so if you want to elevate some simple tags like this, you can just take out the string, replace it with a cute ribbon if you're going for a color palette theme thing or whatever. So anyway, a lot of fun ideas out there, but I'm going to teach you in this lesson today. I'm going to teach you a few different styles of hand lettering, and we're also going to do a cute little icon, and I think it would be fun to do a fall themed icon or maybe holiday themed, or for that specific person, a personality or something that reminds you of that person, little illustration with it. So I'm going to be writing my family's names because I know we'll use these place cards every single year. Why haven't I done this sooner? And for my mom, I'm going to do a serif lettering. Her name is Jill, and I'm using the Faber-Castell artist pen brush. And since Jill is such a short name, I am going to do really big letters. Combine that. And I've said this in previous videos, but for your downstrokes, to have it look more like consistent and be an actual traditional style of lettering, your downstrokes are the thick ones. Your up and across stroke, so this is called a threshold. This would be considered an across stroke, so it should be thin. So anything going down, you're applying pressure, and you're using the brush on the side, not pointing the brush in line with what you're writing, because then you're going to be using the thinner part of the brush. Use the belly of the brush, push as you drag it down, and we're giving it serifs. Jill. Jill has a lot of personality. She's the gardener of the house. If you've seen the flowers around. She is very charismatic, very fun and vibrant. This is my mother we're talking about. Opera singer. Used to be a florist for weddings and events, and a screen printer. Hobby queen. Hobby queen. Like the hobbyist queen. And now she's obsessed with tennis, which a tennis ball feels quite lame to put next to her name. But honestly, it's literally all she talks about. So I might do that. I'm gonna let that simmer, and I'm gonna move on to the next name. So we can focus on lettering, and then we'll focus on the next thing. What is it? Icons, illustrations. For my dad, my dad's name is Clint. Clinton Babcock Fawcett. It's a family name. It's awful, and he knows it. Sorry. But Clint is a numbers genius, and he was an estimator for a construction company. He's in construction, or was. And for me, the capital C is the absolute cutest, wonkiest character in this style of font, and I cannot miss an opportunity of doing this style of calligraphy with this like swirly big brain, which fits my dad. He's very smart. He's also very musical. Oops, sorry, my hand. He grew up playing trumpet, and he's just, you can tell if he pursued more music, he would have been awesome. He is always on tune and comes up with little melodies all the time. Always kind of singing and doing silly voices like me. I wonder where I got it from. Clint, Jill, and we're doing mixed fonts because that's cute too. Or you can choose one font, you know, like if you like the serif, or it's easier for you to do this versus that or whatever, and keep it consistent. But I think it's fun and quirky and adds a little bit more personality to the table if you do a mixture. But that's all I got. I'm just going to do the 2 styles. Jill, Clint. My husband's name is John. I do not like the J of this font. So all my J names are going to be with this font because it's just, I'll show you. I'll do it on the back side of this one. I can never make it look cute enough. I guess it's fine, but I don't like it. I don't like it. It's boring. Who am I doing? What am I doing? John. Jean. And if you're like really bad at spacing and centering things, you can always do stuff. You can always do stuff pencil first, map it out. Early days of my business would do calligraphy for addressing envelopes for wedding invitations. And so I can't spend on 200 envelopes all the time required penciling out every single 4 lines, 5 lines of an address. That would double my job, my work. So I would kind of eyeball it and just make sure that it was a straight line. So I'd use a laser liner is what it was called to make sure that I was using a straight line. And if something was off center, I could usually figure out a way to make it look like it was center. So like this J started out really close to the left. So I did a wider, shorter, stockier O, which is quirky and adds personality anyways. Okay, so we're avoiding all the J names. I'm a J name. Bethany is my sister-in-law. Daniel, Matias. Oh, there's no more J's besides me. So we'll do my name, Jenna. I keep starting so close, but my name is longer than Jill and whoa, John. What's my name? Jenna. I almost wrote John again. Shilly John. I like a quirky E where the middle cross stroke is up high or up low. Adds some fun personality. Jenna. Skinny N so I can squeeze it all in there. It also adds some quirk. Jenna. So I am going down for this thin stroke, but that's because it's easier for me when I'm using the fine point of the pen to do it down instead of up. I start to get wobbly or pushy on it. But normally when you write an N, or at least I go up, down, up. So it would be thin because it's an upstroke. Go a little higher. Serif. Serif. Cutesy. Upstroke. Downstroke. Make it a little thicker. And doot. Serif. 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 Little feet and shoulders. Jenna. Okay. Now let's do Matias, which is my nephew's name. 2 T's. We call him TT because Matias has 2 T's, but also because he was really chunky and we called him Thick Thighs. So this is a long name, and we're going to do it in the cursive because M is another one like C. That's my favorite. So is B, though. And S. Those are all the leftover ones. We have to make a sacrifice. Miles. Okay, so I'll do one of them with the serif and one of them with the cursive. I'm going to do Matias with the serif because it's easier to squish than the cursive. So Matias is going to be serif. Miles will be the cursive. And I come up for a little loop. This needs to be thicker for the downstroke. loop on the bottom. Miles. M-Y, not I. People.
What does his name mean?
Miles. Miles.
A far distance.
Miles, a far distance. Kilometer. Kilometer. Do you say kilometer? Kilometer.
Kilometer?
Kilometer or kilometer?
I say kilometer.
Is it American to say kilometer or kilometer? Like what are you supposed to do? Miles, Matias. So M, the first stroke would be an upstroke, but I'm going to do it down because it's easier. And it doesn't matter if it wobbles a little bit. To me, that makes it cute and more whimsical and like childlike. M-A. Ooh, I did it up that time.
Are you able to, I don't want to mess you up, to turn the paper so it's more...
Sorry.
It's okay.
I write totally sideways. My paper is like totally sideways. T.
Only if it doesn't mess you up though.
I can do it. I can do hard things. T. What if I spelled one of my family members' names wrong? Do you even love me? Uh-oh. Gotta be a skinny H to fit. See, these are the things we do. H. I. I like a lowercase I mixed in sometimes. Wow, this is getting crunchy. Skinny A, you ever did C? A. Toot. S. Up, across, down. Across, up. Shk, shk. Matias. That's cute. Okay, what's next? Bethany. I love a B cursive. We have 1, 2. Okay, all the rest are going to be cursive. That's nice. B is long. Bethany is long, though. Frickin' Bethany, man. My sister-in-law is great. She's an English teacher for high schoolers. So is my brother. They met at school where they were studying to become teachers. So, kind of. I love this TH connection moment. Switch it up. I like to stop my across strokes between letters before I get to the next letter so that I could just cover it up. Bethany. Whoops. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Oh, another gardener. Yay. Bethany. Selah. S. So S is fun because we do a loop. Oh, when we press because we're going down. And then we do another loop. So it looks like a snail. I love it. Say. Stop. Cover it up. Stop. Cover it up. And there you go. Family names. Selah. Let's make sure we didn't forget anybody. Oh, Selah, Bethany, Matias, Daniel. I forgot my brother. Typical. If that doesn't say anything about our relationship. Daniel, I'm going to do... Wait, how many do I have? Okay, I have 4 cursives, 4... Okay, serif. I'm going to do Daniel and serif because he feels like a serif to me. I don't know why. A serif guy, not a cursive loop-de-loop guy. Extend beyond the downstroke. Up. Down. Press on the down. Thin. No pressure. Daniel. Up, down, skinny, up again. Boop, boop, beep, bop.
And you're older, right?
I'm 18 months older than my brother. Irish 20s, or whatever they're called, I think. Maybe not. So yeah, my mom had us kind of back to back, and we couldn't be more different. I love my brother. Now.
And you're not Jennifer, right?
No, I'm just straight up, clean and straight. Okay, Daniel, Jenna, this is my family with my parents. Oh, Dad, you're the only one in cursive. Wonder what it means. And then Daniel, like I have this complicated family tree. Daniel married Bethany, and they had Matias first, who is crazy. He's a spunky personality. And Selah, who is just always smiling. And John married Jenna. And they had Miles. Family tree. So I have made the executive decision to not include icons or little illustration bits on these because I think it looks nice and clean. But, you know, if you want to add a bit more personality and quirkiness to your table, by all means, girl, go ahead and do it, or boy, or whatever you are. And like I said, it can be fall themed. You could do little candy canes if it's Christmas, or a Santa hat, stockings, Christmas tree, ornament. Boom, dang, I'm ready for that Christmas 10-minute challenge. I've got all the ideas. For, you know, fall, you could do a leaf, a fall colored leaf. You could do a persimmon. You could do a fig. You could do fruits that are in season, flowers that are in season, etc. But I'm going to keep it clean and simple. Let me know in the below. What am I saying?
In the below.
Let me know in the comments below if you joined in with hand lettering your place cards for this year's tablescapes, whether it's for a holiday or birthday party or whatever. I would love to hear about it. As always, thank you for joining and watching these videos. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.